What's up, everybody? Benja Welldone coming at you live on this Corona-free day. Today is Saturday, February the 5th at 10:20 in the morning. How are you doing? There, that too. So here's the thing. You ever have those days, hours, weeks, months, whatever, where it just feel like you need more time? You know what I mean? That essentially is how I live every single day. And I was thinking about that the other day. Maybe that's like a big city kind of I was going to say that's a big city kind of mentality, but that's not true either because, farmers, they're always talking about getting more daylight and all that stuff. But, when I start every single morning, I always feel like I'm behind. I always feel like, not necessarily like I'm late, but that I just don't have enough time to do what I want. And I know that's a good mentality to have. Great, actually, because it pushes me to always get more done. But on the reality aspect, I always start my mornings super early, 4-ish, even on the weekdays and everything. And even then, it's very, very rare when I get everything done. Not because I don't try or I'm not organized or anything like that. It's just because there's not enough hours in a day. That's what it comes down to. I really wish I had more days off. I really wish the weekends were longer than the weekend because today's just Saturday alone and I have many different things to do. And I frequently am having to not do one thing in replace of the other and working on that next thing the next day. Now, I know there's two sides of that. You could say on side number one, it's good that I'm being productive, but on side number two, it sucks. That's it. It's just simple it is. It sucks. It sucks to not, it's one thing to have a job, but it's another thing after your job when you have other things to do and you just don't really have the minutes to do it. I'm constantly and always trying to improve and do everything that I can. And right now, I'm about to work on, more comedy and everything, but I have other things that are less important than that, but I still have to do. By the way, side note, the reason I don't have I'm not doing this in my car is because, my car is getting basically it's a protective clear coating on it. I just got a new car. And I always do them driving. I got a Model 3 Tesla, so it's pretty cool. My old car didn't start a lot of days. It was reliable to the degree of where it finally turned on. But the brakes weren't working well. I had to get brakes replaced, and I've had it over 200,000 miles, so, and I bought it brand new, and it would have had close to 400 or 500,000 miles on it, but, because of my day job, I have a car that they give for work. So, I would never have to use my own gas. But anyway, so that's the reason that I'm not on my car doing this, which in my opinion is also more dynamic. I said before, and I'll say it again. I believe that I think a lot more clearly. There's just something about driving where it's you're traveling through space. And when you're coming up with thoughts and ideas, they come very clearly. Maybe it's because of you're kind of having some music on in the background or something like that when you're doing the dishes or studying or whatever it may be. But it's just something about driving, to me at least, it makes me have better, more clear, fluid thoughts. So anyway, I just wanted to get that out because I just looked at all the things that I had to do today. And I do have a planner. And one of them said upload audio/video, which it means basically do this. And it just was another testament as far as how I don't really have enough minutes or hours to do what I want. So that's the reason that me taking on any more commitment is always, I'm always very standoffish. Not because I don't want to, but because I always leave kind of like savings. Your hours and minutes is a lot like dollars and cents. And I've said that before. It's always good to have allotted hours, minutes, time, whatever, right? To do additional things that might pop up. This way you aren't in a situation like me where I have to do other things that are less important, but still mandatory, still needed to get done in your day. I got to get groceries. Got to do it. I don't want to, but I got to do it. And it's better to do it now than later. I'm a big believer that there's no such thing as later. 100%. There's no such thing as tomorrow, because all you know right now is today. So I think you can plan accordingly and just get as much as you can get done in one day. And then and as far as tomorrow goes, you can focus on tomorrow with a plan today. Not being too repetitive, but I'll just say it again. You can focus on whatever is remaining the following day, but your emphasis really has to be in the now. You know, putting something off for another day because it exists, like just because you feel like you can get it done tomorrow, is a bad idea. It's a dumb plan, because if you have the hours and minutes to do it now, it's better to do it now than later. Later isn't real. Later doesn't exist. What you know is if right now you're free to do something, your ass better do it. You know, so anyway, well, that's just me doing a quick little video. I'm so excited about this new material. I'm going to be working on it and getting booked really soon, but I'm just tightening it up a little bit. So I'm going to get back to comedy and upload this in a couple minutes. So with that being mentioned, everybody have a beautiful day. I'm Benja Welldone. Check me out. Peace.